This guy's out in the woods with his father, and he goes to pee down by the riverbank. 30, 40 feet away from him, he's hearing rustling in the bushes. He starts smelling this rotten flesh kind of smell. The trees, they start to morph, and they start to begin to take the shape of a head and like slight facial features.
A tree?
Now he can hear voices. He recognized the voice. The voice says, "Hello.
Goodbye.
I've missed you.
Come here."
He's trying to scream, but he can't scream. And as he's running, he can hear the footsteps and the ragged breathing of this thing behind him. Snatches his foot. He falls down, he's gripping the grass. What's good, people? We got Wendigos.
We got Wendigos. There you go. Nick started it off this time, and yeah.
Wendigos.
I just want to say a disclaimer right now. Out of all the cryptids, they're called cryptids, right?
Cryptid.
Not cryptos. I'm a Bigfoot
different.
enthusiast. The aliens, they came here, they probe people. A Wendigo is one of those ones where I don't know if I'm on board with. I don't know if I believe it. I've seen the picture, don't know the stories, but that shit look crazy.
They're terrifying. But so, if anybody out there doesn't know what a Wendigo is, a mythological creature or spirit originating from the folklore of the Plains and Great Lakes Native Americans. They have human-like characteristics, but they're like hunched over and like they're fucking crazy creepy looking. They got very, very pale skin, very, very tight, tight to their bones. They possess humans and they invoke the feelings of insatiable greed and hunger, the desire to cannibalize humans, and the propensity to commit murder in those that fall under their influence. So some of the signs that you're coming, like you're getting near them,
Eating people?
An overwhelming sense of fear and dread out of nowhere. So like you might just be walking through the woods and all of a sudden you're like, me and you look at each other and like we feel sick, like we feel nauseous, we feel terrified. We're like, yo, if we keep going forward, something bad's gonna happen.
I get that feeling right before I walk into work every day.
maybe your boss is a Wendigo.
Fuck, maybe. Yeah.
But what I found crazy that I didn't know, there's an actual like psychiatric diagnosis called Wendigo psychosis.
Yeah, I probably have it.
It's characterized by symptoms such as the intense craving for human flesh.
Yeah, don't got it.
I don't know, man. And
got it.
And an intense fear of becoming a cannibal.
Oh, so homeboy out in Florida, he got Wendigitis.
Wendigitis.
All right.
No, he had bath salts, but
Maybe there's a connection here.
I went down some rabbit hole.
I don't believe it, man. I off rip, I don't believe it. I'm going to be one of those today. I don't fucking believe it. I'm going to be a Nick.
A lot of these encounters, they happen in the forests in like eastern Canada and like, most of them are in Canada and like whatever. Some in the United States, but mainly Canada, right? So there's a Canadian guy. He's Canadian.
That's the craziest fucking explanation. Like what, motherfucker?
I'm thinking as I'm trying to. Yeah.
My man's like sometimes Canada, sometimes United States, mostly Canada, but like sometimes United States, but also sometimes mainly Canada. So then this Canadian guy, because he was in Canada, by the way.
Yeah. So these Wendigos, like that's kind of crazy to me because like everybody in Canada is mad polite. So like,
except for the Wendigo.
So can you eat your father, eh?
Please.
Like, please eat this man, eh?
Yeah, but if you just asked his father, he'd say, okay.
Yeah, you're like, all right, mate. I don't know why I'm making him Australian, but yeah.
Fucking
but, yeah,
racist.
So, this is late fall 2010.
Right.
So this guy's out there, out in the woods with his father. They're going moose hunting. Hunting some mooses.
They're vicious, man. They're crazy.
I know. So he's out there with his father and his older brother. They go super early in the morning, as one does when they're hunting, and they're trekking through the woods in the dark, and they try to get out to their campsite before the sun comes up, right? So they're going through all these winding rivers and really treacherous terrains, and they decided they were tired, so they're gonna pull over and camp down for the night. So during the night, this guy, he had to pee. And he goes to pee down by the riverbank because I guess it's beautiful. You want to pee by the flowing river. Add your water to the water, right?
Fuck that.
So he's out there and he's outside the reach of the campfire because while he's going to pee, he figures, I'm going to go grab some more some more firewood. I got to feed the flame.
At night?
At night.
Nighttime. In the pitch black. When there's mooses out there.
There's big meeses.
And if there's meeses, there's bears.
If there's mooses, there's meeses.
If they're bears and they eat meeses, they're big.
The big old bears.
Fuck that.
Yeah,
that's some savage bear. That's some real motherfucking bears.
Even just meeses themselves.
I'm not trying to fuck
I don't want to, like, can you?
That's why I couldn't go camping. Because if I got to pee in the middle of the night, I'm not going. I'm piss my pants. I'm not walking out into the woods at fucking pitch black.
I'm peeing on the side of the fucking tent.
Stupid.
About 30, 40 feet away from him out in the tree line. He's hearing rustling in the bushes, And,
I'm gone.
He's watching the area and trying to figure out, what's going on there, right? Like, is it the wind? Is it an animal? Is it a meese, right? Like,
expect the worst. You're out. It ain't no wind.
Can you imagine you walking through the woods, though, and you just clap into like a moose's ass?
I mean,
like you just walk head first
hear
into a
me
moose's
out. I'd
ass.
rather that than just hearing rustling in a bush, because then my fucking emotions are going, my imagination. That is a Bigfoot, a bear, and a mountain lion all at once trying to get me in my mind.
But it could also be a squirrel. If you walk head first into a moose and you can't see, you walked into him, you can't see him. Now you just hit a wall in the middle of the woods, a squishy, hairy wall. That could be Bigfoot.
I guess, yeah.
Like,
you get fucking, you start with a moose, you get moose kicked.
Yeah.
Can they kick backwards?
Probably.
Are they like horses, they just kick you in the fucking head.
If a moose kicks you, you're getting launched.
At least it's a quick death, though.
You're getting smited.
Like the other one, you're fucking scared. You're running away from something, and now it's dark. You're discombobulated. I don't know where I'm going. I fall into the river, and I die.
So this guy, you know, he's trying to figure out where this rustling's coming from, right? And all of a sudden, he starts to feel, he's feeling funny, right? He doesn't really know what's going on, but he feels a little dizzy, a little lightheaded. He starts smelling this really putrid, like rank, like, you know, like rotten flesh kind of smell. And then he's looking into the tree line where this smell and these sounds are coming from.
Why are you still there? Why do you care?
He's in the process of peeing, I guess. I don't know.
Waddle and run, baby.
Yeah,
Sprinkle the path, make some fucking.
Then it can follow you by your path.
I don't give a fuck as long as I'm by some fire. I can lead it to the other people. They can die first, and I can get out of there.
That's fair. That's fair.
Your dumbass just standing by a river. You're smelling some shit, rustling in the dark. Yeah. Fuck that.
Well, wait till you get to the next part.
Oh, I don't want to.
So he's staring at these trees. The trees, they start to morph, and they form ever so slightly, and they start to begin to take the shape of a head and like slight facial features.
A tree?
The trees, yeah.
What is it, Lord of the Rings?
So apparently, yeah. This is just like the bushes. Like you're in the woods. You know how like sometimes you're looking at shadows and they look like different things. So he's looking at like this dark.
I know what you mean, but I don't do it.
Yeah,
I close my eyes.
No, but yeah, but like so he's looking at like these bushes and like he's like, oh my god, it kind of looks like a face.
Seen a man bear pig.
Basically, yeah. So now his eyes are starting to adjust to all the darkness, and he can hear voices coming from this direction, and he recognized the voice. It was the voice of a relative that died years ago. Okay, and then the face takes the shape of this relative's face.
How can he see all this?
Well, because like he's adjusting to the dark now and like is projecting it, right? So like
got a projector? Did I eat those berries? Were they toxic?
Now the voice says hello.
Goodbye.
Hello. I've missed you. Come see me.
No, I don't want to.
So he smiled and he stepped forward.
What the fuck?
Stepped towards the voice.
Why?
It had like a hypnotic like hold over him, right? So he smiles and he steps forward a bit, and then he has like a moment of clarity and he stops to like analyze the situation. Now his relative's face, instead of smiling and being happy, emotionless and cold. Face is just staring at him, right? The skin on his relative's face it starts to get really, really pale and really, really tight to its bones, like zombie like. And the skin starts to peel away from the skull.
Oh my fucking Christ.
Yeah.
It's not too inviting, Mr. Relative.
Chunks of flesh start falling off now.
I'm mad that he's still watching.
His cheek is like, I feel like you'd be in shock. Like the cheeks are just like fucking sloughing off. And now he feels the fear overwhelm his body. And he tries to turn around and like dip.
About 20 minutes too late.
But he didn't realize at this point, now he realized, he thought he stopped. But now when the fear overcomes him and he's like, I got to get out of here, he realizes that he's been walking towards this creature the whole time.
God.
He was like in a trance.
Oh,
right?
God.
So he thought he was standing still, but he's walking towards this creature. Whatever's out there is getting pissed off now. Right? Okay. He's getting angry.
Yeah, he's hungry, bro.
And he just shouts, "Come here!"
Oh no, Lord.
So now fucking Travis, whatever the fuck's name is. Yeah, now he dips. He turns around and bolts.
He should have did that 35 minutes ago.
So as he's running, he decides to turn back just to see where it's at, if it's following him, and he sees the most disgusting thing he's ever seen in his life. His face is just rotting flesh on like gnawed bones.
Oh, the buggy.
Eyes are caved in, they're hollow eye sockets, his chest is caved in, and it's just like the most like humanoid but like disgustingly not humanoid thing he's ever seen. Rotting flesh, no eyes, putrid stank. This thing got the stanky leg, right? It's fucking done. So now he bolts. He's trying to run back to the camp as fast as he can. He tries to scream, but he can't.
Did you just say stanky leg?
I did. He got the stanky leg.
Don't try and be hip. You're not hip.
Hip? Motherfucker, that's from 2007.
Don't be hip.
That's hip in my day.
In this time of treachery.
Listen, if he just broke out the stanky leg, pop lock and drop it, maybe the Wendigo would have let him go. Hit him with the pop lock and drop, you know? So he's bolting, and he's trying to scream, but he can't scream. And as he's running, he can hear the footsteps and the ragged breathing of this thing behind him.
Fuck that.
And he knows it's right behind him. So now he makes it up to the top of the riverbank. And as he gets to the top and tries to like jump over, snatches his foot. He falls down and he's gripping the grass and trying to grab a root or anything he can possibly grab to not get pulled back by this. Now he finally finds his voice and he starts screaming, help, help, help. Like something has my leg, something, help me, help me. His brother wakes up, grabs his arm, right? And his brother, well, like, oh yeah, you probably wouldn't say
Oh Lord, if I heard
you,
if I'm in the middle of the woods, pitch black, I hear you yelling, I'm like, he got him already.
Yeah, he's done.
He got him. His
no
dumb
need.
ass shouldn't even be out there to begin with.
No need for me to be
His
here.
fault. Play stupid games, get stupid rewards. He fucked around and found out tonight, and I'm not finding out.
Fuck you. You piece of shit.
Bro, that's my fucking motto with life. Like, if I'm laying down in bed in the middle of the night, I hear some crazy shit outside my window, not my problem. I don't need to see some shit that I don't need to see. I don't need to see some shit that's gonna fuck me up, but honestly, I don't need to be an accessory.
Honestly, that's one of the most New York things that you could that around, like, you know how the signs always say see something, say something?
Yeah, they gotta tell us.
See something, see something, mind your own goddamn business.
Yeah, it's crazy. We're the only state that gotta tell us to say something.
Yeah, if you see something, you mind your own business.
My thing is, like, if I look out the window to some crazy sound, I might see something that's gonna fuck me up.
Yeah,
I don't need that in my
or like
day.
You get seen and now you're the target.
Yeah,
like,
I'm decently happy. I don't fucking need that shit in my life.
I'm decently, I'm not fucking miserable.
Yeah,
okay? I'm like
fuck, bro.
one notch above miserable, and I'm happy with that.
Deal with this, I can go back to bed.
Yeah, fuck this. I got work in the morning.
Yeah,
right?
shit, bro.
You being murdered loudly is really an inconvenience to me.
Yeah, bro, shouldn't have been fucking around. All right, back to Wendigos.
So his brother saves him, right? And now he's like terrified and like he's trying to explain what just happened to his brother, but like how the fuck do you explain this? And he's trying to not like sound crazy, but he's saying like, yo, I saw fucking Aunt Kathy out there or whatever, and then she talked to me, and then her fucking skin fell off, and then he screamed at me.
His brother didn't see anything.
So
in the
hold on. So then he thinks that his brother's not gonna believe him, and he's distraught, right? He's like hysterical, and he's like, please, like, you have to believe me. And his brother just nods and goes, I saw it too. I know, I saw it too.
Damn.
So then for the rest of the night, they just stayed up all night with the rifles in their hand. Why they didn't wake up Pops, I don't know. But they just stood there with the rifles loaded in their hands, and as soon as the sun came up, they packed up. They got the fuck up out of there, right? But that wasn't the end. So apparently, and I didn't see this in some of my research on Wendigos, but there's like different folklore. So like it could be like a different species of Wendigo, right? But apparently if they touch you, you're like branded. And like the evil follows you.
Oh
right?
my God.
So this guy, he has nightmares every night for months afterwards. He can't sleep. Every time he's out in the dark, like at night, right, walking home from work at night, he just sees figures in the dark.
Oh God.
He sees figures looking into his window, hears whispers, something whispering his name, trying to get him to cross the street into the ice cream truck. Like, I got ice cream. No, there's no ice cream.
Oh my God, it's time to go. It's time to take yourself out, bro. You got
dude.
Got Mr. Softy luring you in at 35.
So eventually, this started. It was like random, erratic. It wasn't every day he was seeing these figures, and it's slowly, he's seeing this figure every single day outside his window. So he went to a shaman, a medicine man, I guess on like a reserve. But the only thing that they could do for him, temporary. They said that this is permanent. The evil's with you permanently.
Damn, is this gonna be like a Harry Potter thing with that box where he's gotta like stupefy it and beat it, overcome his fear?
Talking about a boggart?
Yeah.
No.
He's gonna have to like slice his head off.
Not a fucking
he's gonna have to like face his fear, like killing in his dream like Freddy Krueger.
I don't think so.
Nah, it's not that cool.
I don't think so.
Damn it.
But so he's been to like the only ceremony that he's been to, or the only ceremony that these shamans know of, is just a temporary relief, right? And friends have given him like protection pouches and like, crystals and shit like that, but nothing's working. So now he finds out that there's a strong possibility that what he encountered was in fact a Wendigo.
I mean, what the fuck else would it be? Like, that's not a moose.
Well, yeah, but like it could be some other type of creature that we don't know about, right? So, like some mythological, it doesn't have to be a Wendigo. It could be like a go-to-wind. I don't fucking know.
Something in the spiritual fucking world.
And apparently, if you encounter one and you survive, then it attaches itself to you like a parasite. It can only do this if it touches you, which it did. It grabbed his leg. And ever since that night, he lives in Canada, right? He was going hunting, and like he loves to be in the outdoors. He lives, his house like borders the fucking forest. He still goes in the woods, but he says he feels like he has to have his back to a tree the whole time, which I don't know how that's gonna help because the tree is round. You can just get around a fucking tree. It's not like it's a wall. I don't know.
Yeah, why are you in the woods? And that's what got you in this problem to begin with.
Yeah, it says he says I feel like I need to have my back to something when I'm out in the wild, which doesn't you just stand up, you just circle a tree all day. Like,
He's walking circles
like,
until
I
it's
don't
time to go
understand.
home.
Just
Like,
have your back against a tree and just walk around it. It's a redwood. It's a large diameter.
for 6
Like,
hours until it's time to go home.
Yeah.
Hope a moose walks by. Fucking guy.
That's his story. So now he's just haunted by this Wendigo.
Fuck that. See, look, guys. I've said it once. I've said it 1,000 times. This is why I don't go in the woods. I know encountering a Wendigo is like 1 in a billion.
One, probably more.
Worried about the one. Because then you wind up like our boy Jimmy Joe here.
Jimmy Joe.
Whatever the fuck his name is.
We gave Jimmy last week. Let's give this guy like, what's a Canadian name?
Frank?
Calvin.
All right, Calvin.
Calvin.
I don't know if that's Canadian.
Me either. I think Calvin and Hobbes is Canadian,
You gotta
right?
put the A at Calvin, eh?
Calvana.
Calvin, eh?
Calvin.
Is now he's haunted forever.
Oh, no, Jacques. It could be French Canada.
Okay. He's
Yeah,
haunted
Jacques.
forever. And he can't do shit. He can't even walk outside. Fuck that. He's got Mr. Frosty learn him to fucking places in the streets. Nobody knows how to overcome this shit.
Apparently not.
Like he can't
It's like an evil spirit.
smite it out. Yeah, but an evil spirit, you like get a priest or some shit.
The medicine man said no.
They throw some holy water on you.
Yeah, but like this isn't like a Christian Catholic spirit. It's not like,
You know what I think he needs to do?
What was he?
He needs to follow the voices. Fully strapped up. And
Yeah.
just go.
Take a rocket launcher.
Try and kill it.
Yeah, but
Take it out.
But like I feel like you can't like. I feel like a gun wouldn't do it. You know, like I feel like
I don't
these
know.
old creatures, like you have to have like a vampire. You see a vampire,
Yeah, you need some crazy
you
shit.
can't kill it with a gun. You got to put a wooden stake through its heart. The most primitive shit. I feel like a Wendigo. It's like you prick him with a stick and he just fuck.
Yeah, like a
You know?
toothpick dipped in like jelly.
Yeah, a toothpick in like blueberry jam. Like
Oh yeah, no one's discovered it yet because
who the fuck, you know?
fuck would do that?
Yeah, exactly. Like it's got to be the most primitive shit.
That's not. I don't even know if that's primitive. That's not even primitive. Is better than that.
No, but like I mean like no like technology, you know, like you cut off his head, but it doesn't matter because he's a spirit. It's like no, like this spirit is, you know, every person who turns into a Wendigo like died from like blueberry poisoning. Or
I've
some
only
shit,
seen one
you know?
Wendigo die. He stumbled into our camp and stepped on a fork that we used for the jam.
Yeah.
Withered and died in seconds.
He tripped face first into a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Just fucking died.
Ever since that day,
Yeah.
we have peanut butter and jelly slingshots on our
Yeah, he's got to go to
person
like the
with
Russian Alps and find one guy that fucking encountered
Alzheimer's.
this
Yeah, it's like a pine needle.
a century ago, somehow still alive.
So yeah, just throw a pine cone at him.
Has it framed.
What? Throw a pine cone?
This is the Wendigo killer.
Bro, it's a pine cone.
What the fuck do you mean?
It's the pine cones are hard.
Hit him in the eye. Don't miss.
Yeah, I feel like that's, you know.
I feel like if that was me, right, I would live as good a life as I can. And when I'm like 65, 70, right about the time, like, you know, when you get to the age, you know, you're ready to go out. You know, you lived a good life, a full life.
Yeah.
I would pull like, you ever watch the Purge, the second one?
Yeah.
The grandfather just leaves a note and leaves.
Yeah.
I would do that. I'd leave a note for my family. Go and get them when to go. If I don't come back, you know what happened to me. And I'd go out there fully strapped out with peanut butter jelly sandwiches just in case.
Everything.
And like a rocket launcher. And just
Fucking
have my last fight.
a raw pork chop.
Yeah, have my last fight to the death. What?
Smack him. You're like, yeah.
Fuck did you just say?
Yeah, raw pork chop. That tracks.
Yeah, sure.
Dog treats.
I'll just have an assortment of I'll go to like Costco the night before and bring a bin.
Imagine you gotta tickle his nose with like a squirrel tail. Like make him sneeze.
Fucking getting that.
No, but like from a squirrel, obviously. Duh. Come on. But like I don't know if I would do that because one, I'm old now and I can't put up a fight with a mythological being. Number two, what if like you then become a Wendigo when he kills you? I don't want to be a Wendigo.
Make sure you shoot yourself.
But like these motherfuckers, the reason why I don't believe this, other than the fact that it's a story about a Wendigo,
Yeah. Other than the fact that the whole story.
he said that it grabbed him. If a Wendigo grab you, you're dead. And they're super fast. Either you're fucking Usain Bolt on steroids, or
Well, it caught him.
no, yeah, but like he ran away for a while uphill and jumped over a riverbank before it caught him. Like no way. And like I feel like if it once it catches you, like they're super strong. They rip you apart and eat you alive. Like I think it could pull you away from your brother.
Yeah, I still don't believe in a Wendigo.
Yeah, me either.
Like, cause all these other things, like, okay, Bigfoot's like an animal.
But
Aliens
like
this.
at the same time, like this is like Native American folklore, and like it shows up in many different tribes in many different areas in Canada and the U.S. and like they're all slightly different, slight variations, but they're all the same. And then there's also a metaphorical context to it, where it's like
drugs.
So in like Algonquin culture, like the Wendigo symbolically represents 3 major concepts, and it's the incarnation of winter, the embodiment of hunger, and the personification of selfishness. So like
it's the Night King.
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. But like, yeah, it could either be like some real shit, like that was alive back then, and like whatever, or it could just be like a tale that they made up to like scare children.
Yeah, and they like do the ceremony and the dance or whatever when there's times of like famine and shit. So like it could be the scare of children. It could have came from a story of like when somebody was like fucking starving to death and they were all fucked up looking out in the fucking woods and they ate somebody and it got or it could be real. I mean, who the fuck am I to say? And I don't want to experience one to find out. I don't want to fucking be touched by a fucking Wendigo. I don't even want to be touched by half of the people I like. Why would I want to be touched by that? So fuck that. And no. I'd rather go find Bigfoot. I don't want to see that shit.
Like the creature itself, cool, but I don't believe in like the whole psychic power thing.
What about the that theory that you brought up during the Bigfoot thing? The quantum realm.
Well, yeah, that's the only way that I would believe it if it slipped in on a rift.
Quantum rifts.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I see that though. Like I feel like that's the most plausible thing.
So with quantum,
even though it's not.
Do you think we can slip through a quantum rift and go into a different dimension?
Probably. Maybe that's the Mandela effect.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, man. And on that note, on the next Existential Crisis, we'll see you next week, or maybe we won't. Maybe we'll be in an alternate dimension. Maybe we'll see you in an alternate dimension next week, guys.